Afternoon, everyone. We're going to go ahead and get started. Thank you for being here today. So as you all know, our Vitality program started on Friday, so we're excited to start this new wellness program. And today we have a presentation just to give you a little bit more info on the program, and then we'll be available to help with registration after. So I want your help with welcoming James Holiday, and he will do the presentation for us.
Awesome. All right, like she said, my name is James Holiday. I'm the Executive Director of Ops for Vitality, and I am your wellness rep. So I know you all are familiar with the Go365 program. That was the previous wellness program you had to kind of help transition over. Actually, Vitality and Go365 at one point partnered. So we're hoping this will be an easy transition for you. But that said, I'm going to go over a few things today in the presentation. Hopefully everybody can see the giant screen. I'm going to go over the wellness logo that we've created for you. So it's kind of a branding statement. We'll go over the incentive plan, so the employer incentive plan. I will actually walk you through the registration process. So if you have your phones out, if you've already downloaded the Power of Vitality app, awesome. You can kind of follow along with me today. And then I'm actually going to take you through a member journey. So we're going to have a kind of mock individual on the screen. We'll talk through their engagement through the app, kind of through the program, just so you have an idea of a little bit about how it functions. Talk about the most important thing for most people, rewards. So obviously we want to reward you or incentivize you to participate in the program. So I'll kind of go through that a little bit for you. And then obviously at the end, if you have questions, we'll be happy to help you. We'll have a few stations kind of set up, 3 up front, I think 2 or 3 in the back, to kind of help get you registered if you haven't already and answer any additional questions you may have. So that being said, nice. Your employer incentive. So this is actually on the app itself. This is on the desktop. Once we get you logged in, the username and password will go for both your desktop and your app. So they will be kind of mirrored. When you get in there, we will highlight this employer incentive. You can obviously read that there. This just highlights a little bit about why we find value in wellness, why we found value in this program. And then to kind of highlight one little thing there at the bottom, you can see it bolded. Those who register with Vitality and complete the health review, that's our health risk assessment, so think of it like a little questionnaire. Within the first month, so by the end of December of this year, you will receive 10% bonus based on the status you achieved in the Go365 program. So if you reached platinum in that Go365 program, we will give you 10% of that threshold as kind of a kickstart to this program. Those points will be awarded in January. So we're going to give you, like I said, the month of December to try to get that health review completed. And at that point, early January, we'll award those points. Additionally, your team, being the creative individuals they are, came up with a wellness logo, so kind of branded your wellness program. In fact, you'll actually see that once you get into the app, once you get into the platform itself, if you decide to go desktop, the whole platform is actually color schemed to your colors. So it'll have that kind of blue and white background. You'll see that in a lot of the communications we roll out. Occasionally you'll see the pink, that's our Vitality side. But this program is y'all's. So you'll see this hopefully in a few more communications throughout the program year as we roll out challenges and that kind of thing. But thought this was actually pretty cool. There's actually some symbolism behind this logo. So you can see there the sphere, well-rounded, completeness, equilibrium, union. So kind of a harmony and balance to the circle. And then you can actually see A, R, and C make up the human or the person there in the actual circle. So very creative, thought that was kind of awesome. Just wanted to kind of highlight that real quick. But, all right, and then powered by Vitality. So we're kind of the engine behind the program here. It's pretty similar to, like I said, the Go365 program. Throughout the year, we'll give you health insights. We will challenge you to participate or engage in different activities. As you complete those activities, you'll earn points. Those points translate into what we call Vitality Bucks. I'll get into that a little bit more here in a bit. So with those Vitality Bucks, you're able to receive rewards. And it just kind of goes full circle. So you know your health, you get your active based on those results, and then you earn incentives or rewards for engaging in those programs. All right, so getting started. This is actually going through the registration process, so feel free to follow along. If you haven't already, I recommend going into your app store, whether that's Apple or Android, downloading the Power of Vitality app, the little pink app. Think of it like a T-Mobile colors. But we do have a desktop version as well. So you can see the powerofvitality.com, little one on the left, and then the app there on the right. So make sure you have the right app. We actually have a few. That's why I'm really trying to hone in on that. We have, I think, 3 or 4 apps out. So this is the one that's going to be related specifically to you all. Once you've downloaded that app, you'll see on the right side there, underneath the login button is a register now. So right there, you're going to want to click register now. That will begin the process for you. And right off the bat, we start off with 3 simple little pieces: your first name, your last name, and your date of birth. I also recommend accepting the cookies. It just makes the process a little bit smoother. So if you want to do that right off the bat. As far as your first name, if you normally go by kind of hyphenated name or a nickname, make sure you're using your first legal name. So for example, I actually go by Jim sometimes, but my first legal name is James. So if I write Jim in here, it won't recognize me. So you need to use your actual legal name. That's what we have in our system, and that will kind of get you started. So you can kind of see I already put my name in there, James Holiday, and then September 1st, 83, just to age myself. Once you do that, the little bottom light will light up bright pink. You can click on that. It takes you to the next stage of the registration process. With this, we ask for your primary member ID number. So this is a 4-digit number. If you have your badges on it, it should be right under your picture. If you do not have that 4-digit number, let us know. We'll get it to you, and then that will kind of take you through into the next step. Once you enter that 4-digit number in, the next will light up pink again, validate your details, so we go on to the next step. So this is where you get to be a little creative. With this one, we have a few usernames that you can use if you want to select from our dropdown. Otherwise, you can get creative and create your own username. I use Doc Holiday. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Tombstone, old movie, but username Doc Holiday. And then for the password, we actually have a few criteria that we ask you to meet. So it needs to be 12 characters in length. I know it's a little long, but this is kind of for your safety and security as well. 12 characters long. We use a capital letter, lowercase letter, a number, and then a special character. So think of like an exclamation mark, question mark, an @ symbol, that kind of thing. Once you put in that password, once it's met all those criteria, you can kind of see in the middle phone there, there's a little green circle with a white check. That means you've met all of those criteria. We ask that you confirm one more time what that password is. Again, green circle, white check, the 2 match, perfect. The next step lights up for program consents. There we go. So I know there's a couple program consents here, lots of fun stuff. A little light reading if you really want to read it, but truthfully, terms and conditions, just kind of talk a little bit about the program, what we're going to be offering. You scroll all the way down to the bottom of that, the accept button will light up. Click accept. It takes you to our privacy notice. So we take privacy and your security very seriously. So we include our privacy notice there. Feel free again to read that if you want. As you scroll, once you get to the bottom, it'll light up accept. You can accept that. And then finally, our consent for processing. So throughout the program year, you'll be participating in different activities, events, so on and so forth. You submitting that is kind of giving us permission to make sure that we can validate that and award you points for your participation. So again, scroll all the way to the bottom. There'll be a little box on this last one. You see on the last phone, I acknowledge that I have read the consent policy and agree to the terms. Check that little box. It's the final consent. You press accept. We get to move on. All right, and then the last part of the questions here. We actually ask you to select 3 questions. So if you do forget your username or password, if you have questions about something going on in the program and you want to call our customer care team, they will verify that you are who you are by asking you one of these 3 questions. So we ask you to select 3 questions. We can ask you to provide us with 3 answers for those questions. I will say the answers need to be at least 4 characters in length. So if, for example, the name of your dog is Bob, put Bob exclamation mark or Bob period. This needs to be 4 characters in length. So answer those 3 questions, or select those 3 questions, answer those 3 questions, and press finish. And then we're almost there. Hang in there. We asked to verify your email, and we're going to ask to verify your phone number. So you'll put in your email address, select whichever one is the easiest to access. We will send you a PIN to that email. Jump into your email, grab that PIN, put it in there, we'll verify it. We'll do the same thing with your phone number. You can put your phone number in, it'll text you a PIN. You can do that as well. When you get to the phone number part, you can skip that piece if you prefer. But we do ask that you verify your email because that is how we're going to send you your rewards. Do all that fun stuff, press continue once everything is kind of verified as far as email and phone number. Then we actually get to get started into the program. All right, so hopefully I know I went through that pretty fast. Again, if you're able to register or follow along, awesome. If not, don't worry, we have the tables around you, and at the end we'll be happy to kind of assist you and get you all set up. All right, member journey. So I'm going to give a kind of an example of a character here that has gone through and actually goes through the process. So this is Jessica. So Jessica has just gone through and actually gone through the process that we just talked through. So she goes in, she's logged in. Now that she's in, we ask her 2 onboarding questions. So these questions allow our system, our algorithm, to get to know you a little bit better. This will allow us to offer up resources or recommendations for you as the program year goes on. First question just kind of asks which health topics matter to you. Exercising, eating better, sleeping better, some of those kinds of things. Click as many as you want, as few as you want. Go on to the next question. Next one, have you ever been diagnosed or prescribed medication for any of these conditions? So it highlights blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, so on and so forth. It can be none of the above. It can be whichever ones you want. Once you answer those 2 questions, you've completed our very quick and simple onboarding process, and we're going to go ahead and award you 75 points. So right off the bat, we're giving you 75 points for answering those 2 questions. Next, we want to make sure that you get credit for your physical activity. So Jessica goes in, she goes into the physical activity section. She says, hey, I have a wearable device. I want to make sure I get connected. So as I go about my day, as I get my steps throughout the day, I'm getting credit back into Vitality and earning those points. So she goes into the physical activity area, connect an app or fitness device. Now we are device agnostic, which means basically that if you have a wearable, if you have some kind of device or app that tracks anything from heart rate, blood pressure, steps, so on and so forth, we can find a way to connect it into Vitality and make sure that you get credit. So for this one, she has a Fitbit. She clicks on the Fitbit, goes through that process, gets the Fitbit connected, and she is good to go. It is now tracking, and that tracking is giving her credit back into Vitality. All right, next piece. She knows that to kind of better guide her journey, she needs to take the health assessment. That health assessment is going to say, okay, here are areas of risk, here are areas you're doing great, and be able to kind of provide her with the right resources as she goes through her journey throughout the year. The health assessment, again, is going to be a key piece for you all. Once you get in, takes about 10 to 15 minutes, gets to know you in terms of your mental health, your nutrition, your exercise, all those kind of fun things. And then that will give you the opportunity to earn some of those Growth 365 dollars that you previously had from the previous program. Once she completes that health assessment, she gets what we call a Vitality age. So these are years gained or lost based on your healthy habits. So like I said, it looks at your nutrition, your stress, your exercise, all those kinds of things, creates kind of an algorithm, and it spits out a Vitality age. So if it's a little higher than what your actual age is, don't worry, we'll give you some resources to kind of help curb that. If you're right on par or even a little lower, you're doing awesome. we'll try and help you maintain that. So, all right. Additionally, throughout the year, like I said, we're going to have different activities, whether that's challenges, off-site events, volunteering opportunities, those kinds of things. These will all be point earning opportunities for you. We will try to communicate these in a number of different ways. So a lot of you have flyers in your hand. That's awesome. That would be one way we do it. Communications via email. We'll also have nudges. So kind of pushes to your phone, letting you know, hey, this event's coming up. Or, hey, it's time to register for the upcoming challenge. Make sure you create a team for that challenge. So kind of be on the lookout for these little nudges, these little pieces of communication. They're going to be point earning opportunities for you. All right. Now, through the program, like I mentioned, we're going to have a ton of different opportunities. We kind of break these down into activities. So we have main categories of activities. Our main ones include assessments, prevention, well-being, and then we've created a custom one for you all as far as Army residence programs. So you click into these tiles, it's going to offer you up a number of different opportunities. So for example, prevention, if you've gotten the COVID vaccine, if you've gotten a flu shot, if you've gotten a dental screening, all your other kind of preventive exams. Those are all point earning opportunities. You can go through the prevention tile, find those opportunities, and earn those rewards. We have created, like I said, a couple custom ones for you all. I know we have volunteering as one, so you'll have some opportunities throughout the year if you're volunteering to earn some points. Blood donation, and really if you just kind of look through that, you'll see quite a few different options. We'll try to build on that throughout the year so we continue to provide a variety of opportunities for you. All right, everyone's favorite piece, rewards. So obviously we want to incentivize you all for participating and engaging in making healthy choices. So with that, and as you earn points, like I mentioned, those points turn into what we call Vitality Bucks. Now, Vitality Buck is not an actual dollar. Vitality Buck, I think, equates to about 1 cent. So if you earn 1,000 Vitality points, that's like earning a $10 gift card. Those are redeemable in what we call our Vitality Mall. They can be redeemed for gift cards, for wearable devices. We have lots of different brands, all that kind of stuff in there. You select the one that's meaningful to you, and we will send you a gift card related to that particular group. So really quick, like I mentioned, we do have devices. So if you are looking to purchase a device, you can actually purchase it through us. Or as you accumulate those points, you can actually use your Vitality Bucks to purchase a device as well. So it's completely up to you. You can do it through your Vitality Bucks, or you can just straight up purchase a device. We do have Fitbit, Garmin, and Polar available through the mall. So those are the 3 brands we currently have. If we add additional ones, we'll let you all know as we update that list. As far as gift cards, on the left there, you can see all the different types of gift cards we have. So long list there. You have Best Buy, Adidas, Nike, Under Armour, REI, Target, Southwest Airlines if you're trying to fly somewhere. Amazon, that's normally the one that I go to. I normally save up all my bucks for the end of the year, get some Amazon gift cards, and I use those for Christmas. But lots of different opportunities. We even have a charity choice. You can see that kind of far right one there. If you want to donate to a cause that's meaningful to you, you can select charity choice, and then those bucks go to that special cause. But our gift cards do go or start as low as $5, and then they can go up to, I believe, $250. So once you've earned enough points, if you want to just grab a $5 gift card, you can. If you want to save them up, again, use them at the end of the year, you can purchase up to $250. Now that being said, if you decide, hey, I want to get two $10 gift cards, you can do that. You're not limited to one a month or anything like that. As you earn the opportunities, you earn the gift cards. All right, last bit here, we do have a customer care line. If you do forget your username or password, if you have a question about a program, if you feel, hey, I thought I earned points here, but it's not showing in my statement, we have a customer care team that's here to help you. I'll say the fastest way to get a hold of them is actually to call them. You're talking about less than a 30-second wait time to actually get someone on the phone. And they can reset your password really fast for you. They're really, really nice. They'll be able to answer any questions you have. And if we need to, we can escalate something internally for you. But you can see the phone number there. We also have an email, so wellness@powervitality.com. If you prefer, you can always just email our team, let us know what's going on, what your inquiry is about, and they'll get back to you within 24 to 48 hours. So, not too long a time, but like I said, if you call them, you'll get a much faster response. They are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central, so the same time frame we're in, so you're good to go there. But definitely, if you have questions, if you're confused about something, please reach out to them. Like I said, they're friendly, they're there to help. All right. At this point, again, like I said, we have a few stations in the back. We'll have a few stations up front. We're here to help you get your, set up. If you need to get connected, just let us know. We're here to help. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.